in love.
Good evening, I've been watching you like all season. Heart and a open sound.
Ayo, what's going on, guys? Priosc back here again today, and today what I have for you guys is another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare live commentary. I'm going to be trying a bit of a different style live commentary today, guys, so let me know what you think in the comments or with a like on the video. But what I wanted to talk about today, guys, is something that I've learned over the past few days by watching one of my idols in Kobe Bryant. And I've learned a lot about leadership, and I've also learned a lot about how to build a successful team. Now, when I say successful, I don't mean a team that wins literally everything that they play, and a team that always gets along, and a team that's literally perfect. Because in retrospect, that's impossible. There's no such thing as a perfect team. Like, that's just how it is. Even EG completely, like when they went on that huge run, they weren't perfect. They lost maps, and they even got beat by Optic and Exium. But that's not my point. I'm ranting about random stuff. One thing that I've learned a lot about is that change is a good thing, and trying new things is a good thing. And I did a Priosc Rambles video, my very first video about like my luck. If you guys remember that one, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a pretty good video. But I learned a lot that change, and I learned a lot that trying new things is good. And when you try new things, there are going to be people that are uncomfortable trying to make the change. And if you're uncomfortable and you're sort of wanting to play for yourself in a sense, as in take for example like a role change. So I'm gonna bring up an example with our team here in a minute, but a role change. If you're not willing to sort of make a role change for like the better of the team just because you're more comfortable where you were, then in all honesty, that's not someone that you're going to want on your team, because that means that they're not comfortable making a change. And in the future, when change is necessary and something has to be changed with your team, they're not going to want to change anything, and it's just going to make times even tougher. I also learned a lot about challenges and how to achieve challenges. So I watched Kobe Bryant, that interview that he did on ESPN with the guy, I forget his name was, but he asked Kobe what motivated him to come back after this injury that he had. And Kobe said something that I or anyone didn't really, I think, expect him to say. He said because of the challenge, and that he wanted to see if he could do it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the reason that I do things isn't to see if I can do them, but because I want to do them. And it's because it's something that, like, I want to, so, like, this whole gaming thing, it's something that, like, I want to do with my life. And it's not something that I want to see if I can do. But that put a big twist on things for me. And it made me sort of think a lot. It's like, I actually really want to see if I can do this. I want to see if I can make it in the community, in the gaming scene, and I want to see if I can do it. It's not even the fact that I want to do it anymore, it's the fact that I want to see if I can. And now that things sort of where they are with my team right now are kind of in like a bad state. I can't say bad because like we're still playing really well, but like it's like a bad locker room, basically. Like, you can't have a bad locker room on a team and expect to, like, win games. That's not how it works, right? And we have a bad locker room right now. There's no hiding it. You guys see it on stream. There's no hiding it. But in that bad locker room, there have to be leaders that step up and sort of take control and sort of try to lead us in the right direction. And I learned from Kobe Bryant all the hardship that he's been through, you know, when he was like a young kid and trying to make it in the NBA. I learned a lot about how he sort of had to push through those hard times as a leader. Now, leadership isn't something that you can take for granted. And I think a lot of people do. when they see like these sports players, and most of the leaders on the team are always probably the best players, you know, LeBron, Kevin Durant. I'm taking the NBA for example just because I'm a big basketball fan, I know more about it. But people take these leaders, that the leader is always the best player. And I'm going to be completely blunt right now, I am not the best player on my team. Simple as that, it's the hard truth. So what I've realized is I need to do anything I can that I have the power to do, and that I'm capable of, with my ability to help this team win. And before Dunzo sort of stopped playing and we had to start looking for a fourth, myself and Vivid were the main slayers on the team. And I made a decision as captain, and I sort of messed up here to pick up Aeon without consulting one of our players. Well, the one player that I didn't consult was really fine with it because it didn't really matter in his role too much. But it ended up taking me and Vivid out of the main slayer role because we picked up Aeon. If you guys don't know who Aeon is, he's our team's main slayer. He's one of my good friends that I've made from gaming. So now that Aeon is our main slayer, me and Vivid had to change our roles drastically. So neither of us were really comfortable being kind of developing into the full objective player role. So I said, okay, let's both be OBJ slayers. And an OBJ slayer is someone who just kind of, you know, plays off of teammates' communication. So like if someone says that they're in the hill, we can roam around and try and pick up kills, like cutoffs on the map and that sort of thing. But if you don't hear anyone saying that they're in the hill, that's just gotta be you gotta take over that. And I was fine with that just because, like I said, I don't think that I've grown into my full potential as a Call of Duty player yet. And so I was fine with taking on that role. Now, Vivid, on the other hand, has never, and I hate making a video like this because I feel like I'm sort of bashing on him, but I'm really not, because I'm actually like really happy with how things have turned out. But he wasn't very comfortable moving into that sort of role, and I understood that. But it came a time to where he either had to decide whether he was going to make this play for the team, or he was going to leave and try and find a place where he could be the main slayer and just play like he's always played his whole life. And he made the decision. He made a clear decision. He said he wanted to stay on the team, and he wanted to try and fill this role that he knew he wasn't going to be comfortable with at first, and try and kind of grow into it and do what was best for the team. And that made me one of the happiest people when he finally did make that decision, because if you make a change like this and someone ends up wanting to leave because their role gets changed, then that's not someone that you wanted on your team in the first place anyway. Do you see what I mean? Do you see where I'm kind of headed with that? If they're wanting to leave for selfish reasons, then that just kind of shows what kind of player that they were, and like how they're gonna be in the future. So with that being said, the team as it stands is myself, Aeon, Vivid, and York. Aeon at the main slayer, York sort of slayer AR, and me and Vivid at slayer OBJ. It's gonna take some time to fill into these roles, and I hope that we are able to do it, because this is the team that I've seen the most potential in so far as I've been playing Call of Duty. But and it's gonna be up to someone to take on that leadership role, and I hope that I'm the one that can sort of fill into that role and lead us in the right direction. But now that all the talking is over, guys, I hope that you guys did enjoy Priosc Rambles episode number 3. I tried out the new Yeti microphone today, so let me know in the comments below what you guys think of that, and as well in the comments what you think of this new style of video. You guys have seen Scumpy do this kind of style of video before on his channel, so I wanted to see if I could give it a shot and do it myself. I kind of enjoyed it. It gave me some time to sort of think about what I want to say instead of having to just completely talk and sometimes screw up and have to start the whole video all over again. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like. It helps me out a ton. If you haven't already subscribed to the show, make sure you subscribe. It helps me out even more. Follow my Twitter and Twitch as well as the PXG emoji live stream, which will all be down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. This has been Priosc, and I'll catch you guys later.